Hi everyone, welcome to another outdoor yoga session with AdZENtures. I'm Lindsey and today we're at Cape Disappointment in Washington State for a beautiful outdoor yoga session here with a little bit of wind, but we're going to do our best. So join me by rolling out your mat and come to a comfortable seated position. Sit up really tall. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Rest your hands somewhere comfortable on your knees, in your lap, or down next to your sides. Close your eyes, soften all the muscles in your face. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, fill up your lungs, and exhale, empty all the way out. Take a full breath in and exhale, empty out. Bring your hands together in the middle of your chest. Full breath in. And as you exhale, interlace all 10 fingers and press your palms away from you. Extend your arms out as much as you can. Try not to lock your elbows, and then pull your shoulders back into their sockets. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Sit up nice and tall and engage your core. And then as you inhale, slowly reach your arms up over your head. Biceps come back by your ears. Try to keep the shoulders down and pull your belly in. Full breath in here. And exhale, reach your hands away from one another. Extend out through the middle fingers. Fire up your triceps as you extend the arms down next to your sides and come back to hands in the middle of your chest. Take a full breath in and exhale, interlace all 10 fingers. This time put the other thumb on top so it feels kind of like a different grip. Press your palms away from you and pull your shoulders back into place. Engage your core. Inhale, arms extend up towards the sky. Shoulders remain down away from the ears. And as you exhale, let go of your grip, reach your hands out to the sides, fire up your arms as you work your way back down to hands and chest. Inhale, normal grip, press away, shoulders in their sockets. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, arms extend out to your sides. One more awkward grip, hands at your chest. Inhale, exhale, push away. Inhale, extend the arms up over your head, and exhale, reach the arms out to the sides. Walk your hands forward and come onto your knees. Shift your hips back to your heels for our first child's pose. Try to reach your fingertips all the way forward. Rest your head down onto your mat. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, press your hips a little bit farther back and press your chest closer to the mat. If it feels comfortable enough on your shoulders already this early, press your elbows down into the mat and bring your palms together to touch with your thumbs facing up. Press your hips back to your heels still and slowly start to bend your elbows and bring your thumb to the back of your neck. Press your armpits down towards your mat for a nice stretch. Full breath in and a full breath out. And then slowly bring your elbows back down onto the mat. Shift forward, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips high. Move around a little bit. Shift your hips back and forth from one side over to the other side. Press your chest back towards your legs. Take a full breath in, and full breath out. Press your chest closer to your legs. Press your heels down towards your mat. If your hamstrings are super tight, you can keep your knees bent and lift higher through your tailbone. Press your chest closer to your legs. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. Slowly drop back down to your knees. Lift up. Interlace all 10 fingers behind your head and curl your elbows in towards one another. Keep your toes tucked under for a little bit more stability and reach your elbow tips straight up. Press your hips slightly back. Lift your chest. Lift your elbow tips and keep them in towards one another, hugging around your face. Full breath in. And as you exhale, slowly come back down. Untuck the toes. Extend the arms out in front. Big full breath in. Palms stay together. Exhale, bring your thumbs to the back of your neck and press your armpits down towards the mat. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Elbows come down. Forearms down. Pinky edges down. Toes tuck under. Lift your hips high for dolphin. Press your chest closer to your legs again. Pedal out your feet. Shift your hips back and forth. Pull your belly in tight towards your spine and relax your head and your neck. Take a full breath in and full breath out. Get your heels a little bit closer to your mat, any amount. full breath in, and exhale, drop down to your knees. Reach your arms high up overhead, interlace all 10 fingers, and grab the back of your head. Wrap your elbows in towards one another, press your hips forward, lift your heart up, squeeze your glutes and press down through your big toes. Lift your heart, lift your elbows, breathe in, and exhale, see if you can bend a little bit farther back. Inhale, reach your arms high, and exhale, slowly put your hands down. Come back into a tabletop pose. Stack your shoulders right above your wrists, untuck your toes, and point all of them back. As you inhale, reach your right arm high up towards the sky for a twist. And as you exhale, thread the needle. Right arm underneath your left arm. Rest your right ear all the way down onto the mat and press your left hand down. Try to shift your left hip back. Full breath in. And gently press down with your left hand as you breathe out. Open your chest a little bit more to the left. Inhale, extend the right arm back up towards the sky. Fill up your lungs. And exhale, both hands back down. Other side, inhale, left arm reaches high. Full breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm underneath the right. Pull the belly in. Press down gently with your right hand. And breathe. Try to shift your right hip slightly back so your hips remain square. And roll the right shoulder back. Inhale, left arm reaches high to the sky. And exhale, both hands down. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips high up to the sky for your first downward facing dog. Shift around quite a bit, up to the toes, back to the heels, move around a little bit. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And as you inhale, look up, bend your knees, and step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway with a flat back, and exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms high up over your head. And exhale, hands down to the middle of your chest. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, reach your arms high up over your head. Interlace all 10 fingers and grab behind your head. Wrap your elbows in towards one another. Press your hips forward. Lift your chest and your elbows high up towards the sky. Release any gripping in your toes. Inhale, reach back up, arms overhead. And exhale, fold all the way forward. Lift up halfway with a flat back, and as you exhale, put your hands down and step back to the top of a push-up. The top of your push-up, make sure that your hands are about shoulder width distance apart and your feet are hip width distance apart. Lower your hips so there's a straight line from the heels to the top of your head and engage your quadriceps. Try to rotate your inner thighs up towards the sky and engage your glutes. As you inhale, shift forward to your toes. And as you exhale, press your heels back. Inhale, shift forward to your toes. Exhale, heels back. One more time, inhale, shift forward to your toes. And as you exhale, slowly lower down all the way to your stomach until you reach the mat. Point all 10 toes straight back. Roll your shoulder blades back towards one another and point your elbow tips back towards your toes. Gently pull your heart forward in front of your shoulders and lift up. Using the muscles in the upper back. Press firmly down through the tops of your feet. Lift your chest and breathe. Take another big breath in, lift, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, shift back to a child's pose. Take a full breath in, keep your elbows down, and as you exhale, touch your palms, bring your thumbs to the back of your neck. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, forearms down, pinky tips down, and tuck your toes. As you exhale, lift your hips, dolphin pose. Take a full breath in. Exhale, relax your head and your neck, look back behind your heels. Drop to your knees. Inhale, reach your arms high. Interlace all 10 fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift your elbows. Press your hips forward. Lift your heart up. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, come down to all fours. Inhale, right arm reaches high to the sky. And this time, exhale, right hand behind your left hip. Roll your right shoulder straight back. Point the elbow tips straight up towards the sky. And breathe. Instead of letting your hips press off to the right side of your mat, try to keep the hips in the center. Twist a little bit more through the chest. Look up, bringing your chin towards your right shoulder. And then re-extend the right arm high, big breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Try to shift your left hip slightly back. Press firmly down through your left hand. And if you want to, you can extend that left arm up towards the sky. Full breath in, roll the shoulder back. And exhale, hand behind your hip. Behind your back towards the right side of the mat. Full breath in. Twist your chest a little more to the left as you breathe out. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, left hand plants. Inhale, right arm extends up towards the sky. And exhale, both hands down. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, hand behind your hip. Roll the left shoulder straight back. Point the elbow tip up towards the sky. And bring your chin towards your left shoulder. Pull your belly in. Inhale, reach the left arm back up. And exhale, thread the needle. Left arm underneath the right arm. Firmly press down through the back of the left arm. Press down through the right palm. And square your hips, so shift the right hip slightly back. Inhale, extend the right arm high to the sky. And exhale, right hand behind your back towards your left hip. Try to roll your right shoulder blade back. Pull your belly in and square your hips. Inhale, reach the right arm back up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, reach high with the left. Exhale, all fours. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips high to the sky for your downward facing dog. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, step to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway with a flat back. Fold all the way forward as you exhale. Inhale, stand up really tall. Reach your arms really high up. Exhale, hands to your chest. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, arms extend up towards the sky. Interlace all 10 fingers, awkward grip. Exhale, hands behind your head. Elbows lift, heart lifts, hips press forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold all the way. Lift up halfway with a flat back. Hands down, step back, top of a push-up. Get firm in your position. Shoulders stacked over wrists. Spread your fingers really wide. Try to root down through the fingertips, the undersides of the knuckles, and the big meaty parts of your palms. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press your heels back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, heels back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Point your toes towards the back of your mat. Snake your heart forward. Lift your chest and roll your elbow tips back. Take a full breath in, lift your heart, and exhale, empty out. One more inhale to lift, activate the upper back and shoulder muscles, and exhale, lower down. Press back into your child's pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Plant your elbows, bring your palms together to touch. Bring your thumbs to the back of your neck and firmly press down through your armpits. Feel that stretch through the sides of your body. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, bring your forearms back down to the mat. Shift forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips for dolphin pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Relax your head and your neck. Look back past your heels. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Drop to your knees. Inhale, rise up. Interlace all 10 fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift your hips. Lean back. Press your head into your hands, hands into your head. Wrap your elbows in towards one another. Arms by your ears, shoulders down. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, all fours. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Relax your head and your neck. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step to the top. Lift up halfway with a flat back. Fold all the way forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands at your chest. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach your arms really high up. Interlace all 10 fingers behind your head. Lift your elbows, press your hips forward, lift your heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, heels back. Keep your legs firm. Inhale, shift. Exhale, heels press back. Inhale, heels forward. Exhale, lower to your belly. This time, prop yourself up onto your fingertips. Start to press down lightly into your fingertips. Roll your shoulders back and down, and lift primarily using the muscles in your back. Press firmly down through the tops of your feet. Pull your belly in towards your spine, and shoulders remain down away from ears. Apply a little bit more pressure with your fingertips. Lift your chest, and hug your elbows in towards your ribs. Pull your belly in as much as you can. Inhale, lift, and exhale, slowly lower down. Plant your hands on the mat, tuck your toes under. Take a full breath in, and exhale, push up. Big full breath in, and exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in, and a full breath out. Gently lower down onto your left elbow, and reach your right hand a little bit farther out in front. If you need to, you can put a slight bend in your knees. Breathe and press firmly down through your left forearm. Turn your head to the right and press firmly down through your right palm. Full breath in, full breath out. Press your chest closer to your legs. Full breath in. Exhale, both elbows down. Keep your hands apart if you can. Press your chest towards your legs and press down through the palms of both hands. The hands want to turn in a little bit, lifting up through the insides of the hands, but really try to root down through your thumbs and your index fingers, the undersides of the knuckles, and the fingertips. So the entire palm, the entire hand is down on the mat. Then relax your head and your neck. Press your chest towards your legs and lift your hips a little bit higher. Keep rooting down through the right forearm. Lift the left elbow. Step the left hand a little bit more towards the outside of your mat and firmly press. Turn your head to the left. Firmly press through the right forearm, the left hand, and both feet. Try to square your hips back down to the center. Breathe. Full breath in, full breath out. Drop back down to both elbows. Keep the hands shoulder width apart. Breathe. Full inhale, pull your belly to your spine. Full exhale, relax your head and your neck. One more big breath in. And exhale, push yourself back up to downward facing dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Look up, bend your knees, step to the top of your mat, lift up halfway with a flat back, fold all the way forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands at your chest. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, reach your arms really high up. Interlace all 10 fingers, awkward grip. Hands behind your head as you lift your heart. Press your hips forward and hug your elbows in. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, fold all the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Step back, top of a push-up. Shift forward to your toes. Inhale, heels back, exhale. Inhale to your toes. Exhale, shift back. Inhale to your toes. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Slowly lower to your belly. Point all 10 toes straight back. Prop yourself up this time on your left forearm. Bring the left hand all the way over to the right one. Try to stack your shoulder right above your elbow and turn your chest to the right. Press firmly down through your left hand. Turn your chest and keep both hip bones down on your mat. As you're able, reach your right arm up towards the sky. It might not go up very far, that's fine. And then bring your hand behind your back towards your opposite hip. Press down firmly through both feet. Roll your right shoulder back and try to point that elbow tip up towards the sky any amount. Full breath in. Press firmly down through the left forearm as you breathe out. Inhale, pull your belly in. Press firmly down through your left hand. And exhale, empty your lungs. Inhale, re-extend the right arm high. Exhale, both elbows down. Now you can kind of cross one forearm in front of the other. Lift your chest and sit up tall. Engage your core muscles. Pull your belly in towards your spine. Square your chest to the front. Full breath in. And as you exhale, try to roll the shoulders back and down. And scoot your body a little bit farther forward like your forearms are trying to snake you across your mat. Keep the right hand down. Plant the palm. Make sure that the elbow is stacked right underneath the shoulders, and then turn your chest to the left. Turn your chest any amount. Try to keep both hip bones down and re-engage the legs. Inhale, left arm reaches high to the sky. Exhale, hand behind your back towards your right hip. Roll the left shoulder back. Point the elbow tip back. And if you're leaning a little bit farther to the right, try to bring your chest back into the middle. Press firmly down through your right forearm, your right palm. Press down through the tops of your feet and pull your belly in. Full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, reach the left arm high, and exhale, cross the opposite forearm in front of the right. Lift your chest, shoulders roll back, hips press down, feet press down, and belly lifts. Full breath in, full breath out. Now pivot your hands back out in front. Might need to adjust on your mat a little bit. Hands in front of elbows. Lift your chest for Sphinx pose. Press firmly through the tops of your feet. Take a big breath in, lift your heart. Exhale, press your hips bones down into the mat. Lift your knees as you press the tops of your feet. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, tuck your toes. Press yourself up for forearm plank. Adjust however you need to. Feet hip width distance apart. Belly in, hips down. Again, try to really firmly plant your hands, the underside of your knuckles, the meaty part of your palms, and the finger pads down on the mat. Take a full breath in, full breath out, full breath in. Press firmly down through your forearms, breathe out. One more inhale. Dolphin pose, exhale. Lift your hips high, walk your feet in, relax your head and your neck. Press your chest towards your legs, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Full inhale, full exhale. Press firmly down to downward facing dog as you lift up off of your elbows. Adjust on your mat, full breath in, full breath out. Look up, bend your knees, step to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway with a flat back. Fold all the way forward. Inhale, reach all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands at your chest. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, reach your arms really high up. Interlace all 10 fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift your elbows. Press your head into your palms. Press your hips forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold all the way. Lift up halfway with a flat back. Put your hands down, step back, top of a push-up. Shift forward as you inhale. Heels back, exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, heels back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower to your belly. Point all 10 toes straight back. Bring your hands up towards the side of your mat. Roll your shoulders back. Press firmly through the tops of your feet and lift your chest. Full breath in, full breath out. Lift your chest a little bit higher. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend your left elbow and look over to the right. Inhale, come back to the center. As you exhale, bend your right elbow, lower your right shoulder a little bit, and look to the left. Inhale, come back up to the center. One more time, look to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale, back up to the middle. Lift your chest firmly down through the tops of your feet and pull your belly in. Full breath in, and exhale, slowly lower down. Press your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, push yourself up to a push-up, back to a downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet a little bit, shake your head yes, shake your head no, shift your hips back and forth. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Full inhale. Press your chest a little closer to your legs as you exhale. Then bend your left elbow, bring your forearm back down to the mat. Press firmly down through the right hand. Level off your hips. Breathe. Look under your right shoulder. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lower both elbows down to the mat. Press your chest back towards your legs. Full breath in. Exhale, step your left hand out to the side of the mat. Relax your head and your neck. Bring your chin a little bit closer towards your left armpit and breathe. And then both elbows down onto the mat. Full breath in. Press your chest back towards your legs. Breathe out. Press firmly down through your palms. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more big inhale, and exhale, drop to your knees. Press back to child's pose. Reach your arms out in front. Rest your head down onto your mat and relax your arms. Let your arms hang heavy. However, it's normal. After all that extension through your shoulders, you might want to bring your arms down next to your sides, hands down next to your heels. Breathe. Soften all the muscles in your face. Allow your shoulders to turn inward. Full breaths in and full breaths out. One more time, full inhale and full exhale. Slowly rise all the way up. Shift on your mat. Extend your legs out in front. Scoot forward so your heels touch the top of your mat. Big full breath in, full breath out, get situated. Inhale, reach your arms high up over your head, and exhale, slowly roll down onto your back. Shift down onto your back. Soften all the muscles in your face. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Cactus your arms out to the side. Bend the elbows. Full breath in and full breath out. Again, inhale. Bring your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Exhale. One more big full breath in and full breath out. So you can either remain here with your arms out in a cactus pose or bring your arms down next to your side, whatever feels good. Either way, try to have a little lift in your chest, shoulder blades working towards one another, and relax your feet. Try to relax your entire body. Release tension throughout from the top of the head all the way down to the toes. Soften all the muscles in your face. And take a full breath in and a full breath out. Stay in your final resting pose as long as you like. And as soon as you're ready to move out, start to deepen your breath first. Filling your lungs a little bit more with every inhale. Emptying out each time you exhale. Start to invite movement back into your body, starting with the toes and the ankles, and the legs and the hips, the fingers, the wrists, the elbows in the shoulders. Move the muscles in your face. And then take a full body stretch. Reach your arms as long as you can over your head, toes as far down away from your arms as you can. Take a full breath in, stretch. And exhale, relax your whole body again. However it's comfortable, push yourself to sit up. Find a comfortable seated position. Hands resting down on your knees, down next to your sides or in your lap. Sit up nice and tall. Again, engage your core muscles. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring your hands together in the middle of your chest. Inhale. Exhale, empty out. Thumbs up between your eyes. Take a big full breath in. And exhale, bow forward to honor and to end your yoga practice. Namaste.